Hello and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par, and we'll be playing Seablock today. One thing that I did, now you can see that LTM Manager is doing something. I updated all the mods that I had to the latest version. It's basically like power overload mod, promises improvement of transformer performance. Artisanal skins got updated, basically like minor updates. LTM got updated, as you just saw. And I also added robot replacer mod. So, do I need to robot replacer provider chest? We actually got a new chest. So let's maybe try and replace all of our robots with that new awesome chest. Let's say we'll be building, like making the chest here. And we shouldn't really have any issues with producing it. And what I want to do, I want to kind of have a, maybe let's say a requester chest here and here. And I want to have this replacer provider chests here with an inserter. Or maybe even with a stack inserter. Here, what are we doing here? This half is construction robots. So let's say we are requesting construction robots here. These ones, because we want to get this. And here we'll be requesting logistic robots. And I want to set a limit to 1 stack here. So this thing, in theory, wait, how exactly does this work? This is a provider chest. I'm not sure I understand exactly how it's supposed to work. I don't get it. So the robots are bringing stuff here into a requester. I'm really confused. Isn't it supposed to be just replacing them inside the network or something? Okay, I don't know, but it seems to have gone through the robots, and we have some construction robots and logistic robots on the network. So maybe it's working the way it was supposed to work. I don't know, I'm really confused by this thing. We could even ask them to request stuff from buffer chests, because why not? I don't understand how the replacer works. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Could be. Could totally be the case. Right. What I want to do today, I wanted to build blue chips right here. I feel like it is time. It is time for our base to get blue chips, and with that we'll be able to fix these 2 blocks and we'll be able to build this one. Right. For that we'll need this processing substrate, and we have lots of them, and we'll need gold wires. Let's take a look at the build. So we don't need this part, we don't need this part, we don't need this part anymore. And we don't even need this one, to be honest, because we have everything. Right, now, how are we gonna build it? We'll have these two things produced in a way very, very similar to how we are doing it for the red socket build. And actually, maybe we should start with this, right? Let's start with this build. So let's copy this part. This will be our starting point, and we'll figure out what to do afterwards, right? So let's say we are getting some materials from this warehouse. And maybe I should also paste another copy here just to be able to play with one and kind of look at the other. Okay, let's see. Let's say I want to produce one of this. Let's say we put a limit of one in here. With this limit, we'll need 2 assembly machines for this. We'll need less than 1 for this, and we'll need slightly more than 1 for this. So let's actually use different limits for that. Let's say we want to limit it by 1 here. Right. Now it's looking much more reasonable, to be honest. We will need to build some silicon wafers. We can do it like this. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We have titanium plates, 1 circuits. Sulfuric acid, we'll get it. We will have some sulfuric acid, that is okay. Looks like we have everything here, right? Right. Looks like that's everything that we need. We don't need more materials. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 solid materials. We'll need to figure out something with carbon. And here we will just build in some carbon. I think we could do the same, right? It's not like we need a lot of it, right? Let's just copy this build. Is this part fixed? Yes, it's fixed. I just want to copy this one, and we'll place it over there. Right. This is our carbon. Now, how should we actually build this part? Let's take a look. So let's say we will be producing this in a similar way. Actually, to get 1, we need 2. And here we can share this one between 2 sides. Okay, let's try and see what we can do. This wants to be this thing. We might need a little bit more space actually to fit everything we want to be here, because one of the things that I'm missing is actually integrated electronics. And what can we do about integrated electronics? This is looking kind of difficult. We can try to build it externally. So let's see, how many do we need? Integrated electronics, we need 40 of them. That's a huge amount. So it means that wait, it's the same as the amount of solder. We also need a lot of solder here. Let's actually take a look. Let's remove the limits. I don't think we'll be able to supply it, especially with our current situation with titanium. But that's okay. Like, even if we are unable to supply, it's because of solder. Well, we should have enough solder, to be honest. We might have enough solder. Let's see. Let's think about it, and we'll try to figure something out. Limits. We are setting limits again. So we have one machine that produces transistors. And let's maybe build everything from scratch. So we have one machine producing transistors. Here it is. We need two machines that are taking these transistors. Let's say, how should we do it? Let's say this one and this one are taking the transistors. Maybe. We'll also need to produce some. Okay, that wasn't the transistors that I was interested in. I was actually interested in this one. In the one that produces integrated electronics. One machine. This. I'm not sure how I'll be able to place it here, to be honest. Let's say we are not placing it here. Let's say we have it externally, like separately somewhere. We'll build this part. This will be feeding these two fields, and we'll be making the stuff. The question is, how do we fit all inputs here? So, first of all, processing unit. Processing unit needs some sulfuric acid. Let's actually maybe place it here. So, processing unit. I cannot decide how I want the stuff to be done. So, we do not need... We need a lot of this, a lot of machines producing processing boards. Maybe we should just build them. Maybe we should just place them on a belt, and we can scale it down a little bit. We could say we could scale it to 3, maybe. So that, or maybe a little bit more, 3.5, 3.6, no, 3.7. I just want to get like a nice, what? I want to get a nice number. Okay, now I got it, 75. I want to have like yellow belt of things so that both of them can be placed on two sides of a red belt. So with this thing we can produce processing boards separately. Let's try to redo all of this. Let's say we are building this separately and we are building processing boards separately. And to get processing board, we have substrate already, so we need basic electronic components, we need transistors, and we need integrated electronics. We need these things, and for this we need a buffer. Right? And the most machines that we need are actually for transistors. So let's set a limit here of 1 machine, and that would mean that we need to have 2 processing boards One of this, one of this, one of this. Let's maybe start with this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. I want to have a different design. So we have two of these things. One of this. What's the highest thing that we need? We need a lot of transistors. We need a lot of this. We need one of this. Unfortunately, we need to feed it ourselves. We can do it like this. And we need one of this. Right, let's do it. How can we connect these things? We can connect them like this. We can have this thing being placed here, and this one can be placed here, I believe. Okay. Now, what else is happening here? This one requires tin copper wire and carbon. We need not a lot of wire, not a lot of carbon actually. Just really tiny amounts of those. What we do need a lot, we need a lot of silver, and we need pretty large amounts of plastic. So let's say we'll be bringing silver and plastic maybe on one belt. Okay, let's do this. So we have a belt coming here. We also bring in silver and plastic here. I want it to be an underground belt probably. So let's see. We want to have silver going here and plastic going here. So that's one. We also want plastic going here. That's another one. Another thing that we want for them, we want both of them to get this stuff, and we can provide it from here by having two more of this. Okay, let's take a look. This is getting tin and carbon. Good. These ones are getting silver wire and plastic bar. Okay. Plastic bar. One thing that's missing here, there's one thing that's missing, and that's gilded copper cable. So let's say we'll be getting it from here. We'll have gilded copper cable delivered here. And it will be going together with monosilicon, because this way we can actually feed this machine with it, right? Alright. So we have this one fed. Okay, let's see. 1, 2 materials, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 6 materials. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 materials. So we have everything that we need for this stuff. We'll also need to request processing substrates. We can do that. We'll have some sulfur being delivered from the side. No problem. So we have sulfur delivered there. Oh, let's fix this ones, by the way. Let's say this is placing stuff here. No, wait. This is placing things directly. These ones are placing stuff over there. Taking there, placing there. This one. And there, placing there. Placing. This one. We'll be dropping things here. Nice. So we have some things kind of working. Well, they will be working here. And the only part that's missing is some solder. So we'll need some solder delivered. We'll need solder and processing substrate. And we need a lot of solder actually. So Okay, let's see. We have 30. We need 30 of solder. We also I need almost 30 of silver wire, and we'll bring it only on half a belt. That means that we can dedicate only half a belt to solder as well. So let's say we'll have solder together with processing substrate coming here. Solder and processing substrate. And what did we want to do? So we need 33.4, we need 16. We can actually place this thing here, in theory. Like we can make a single belt, single build with this. And what we need some titanium and advanced circuits, and that seems to be it, right? Because we have this thing already available, and this one will come from here. Well, it will be here actually. And this will be the output, and we will be asking for titanium and red circuits. Let's do this. Okay, like this. This is our blue science build. Let's rotate everything correctly. This is coming here. This one taken from here, dropping there. We're doing it for all of these things. Gold. This will contain gold. Okay, I kind of want to delete this part actually, because I think that we have the build now. We needed charcoal for something. Right. Oh, sorry, not charcoal. We needed carbon. So we will have to build carbon like this. So we'll build it to like this side, and we'll figure out what to do with it later. Now, we want to have 16, or let's say 17 copies of this. We want to have 17 copies. How can we do that? How can we tile it? How can we copy it? Let's run these things. A little bit better. This stuff should be working. I hope it's gonna work. So otherwise it will be kinda looking a bit strange. 17. Let's say we are going for 18. That means that we need 9. Or we could maybe go for like 5 copies. Let's see. Right. Let's say. Say we are going for 5 of these copies here. How should we do that? No, if you're going for 5, that means that I will need to copy it 4 times. How many resources do we need? We need... So we never need more than 30. That means that if we split it into 2 halves, we can actually feed it like with half of a yellow belt. So let's try to feed 9, right? That's the goal. We want to have 9. But we don't have space for that. However, what we could do, we could actually kind of feed it like this maybe. We could say we're getting some stuff here, and we're getting some stuff here. Right? We have the belts. It's not like we'll be getting lots of stuff on the belts, right? So it's not really a huge problem if we like not placing everything to one side. Sorry, that we do not properly balance the output to place it like on both sides of the belt, like I usually do. So this is what? How many copies? let's continue copying it basically. Maybe this will be enough. So we need to end up with 16.7 with 16 on each side, right? So we have 9. We actually have more than we need, right? Because 16 divided by 2, it's 8. We have 9. Okay, you know, it's okay. It is fine the way it is. Let's finish in here. This one, we don't need to send it further. This one can also finish here. Okay. This one. Let's double check. Right. This is the only thing that we can remove. And we have 2 of this. 2 of these belts come here. I kind of want them to maybe end up being here. So we'll need to do something like this. Okay, we can move it up by a couple of... we can move it up by a little bit. Let's move them. Let's move the thing. Let's say we are going for this. Right. This will be our build. And we'll get a lot of blue chips from it. Right? That's the plan. We want to get a lot of blue chips to be able to construct the factory. This one will be circuits output, and this will be blue circuits. Right? We almost have blue circuits, by the way. So we almost have them. And this one will be a similar input. We want to turn it on. By the way, is the output turned on? Yep. And we want to give them a proper name. Okay. Input. Nice. Now, the only kind of tricky part is to connect all of this properly. This might actually be a little bit problematic now that I'm looking at it. It will be very tricky actually. Let's change this. I don't want to have so little space there, so let's remove this. Let's say we will... How can we even do it in a nice way? Okay, let's say we are doing it like this. And doing it like this. We will have balancer. I mean, it's not like we need it, but it doesn't hurt to have it. Right. And now we can do the interesting part. Oh, okay. For a moment, I thought that I could have used the higher tier of machines, but I forgot that we have higher tier like blue ones only for regular assembly machines, but not for the electronics assembly machines. 4, 5, 6, wait, there are 6 tiers, not 5 tiers. Interesting. Right. Let's try and connect this part. So we will need... I actually don't think that we have... I don't feel like we have space for the for these accumulators, to be honest. I just don't think it's a real option that we have. Because we need... How many materials? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 belts of input. Actually, it doesn't sound that bad, now that I look at it. Let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. let's do this. We are deleting this part. We need some materials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We needed 10, right? Or 9? Was it 9? Was it 10? We needed 9, I think. 9. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, never mind. We need 10. We'll have 10. We need 10, we'll have 10. So these are 10 inputs that we are getting. And we need, like, first of all, this one, the one coming here. We need to have titanium and advanced circuits. Okay, we have titanium advanced circuits. Let's see. This one will be titanium. What is it? Where is it? Titanium. Here. And advanced circuits. So we have two things here. Let's actually request everything first. I want to request everything because it will take forever for them. It will take forever for the chains to deliver all the stuff. So we need let's say monosilicon, plastic, tin, silver, gold, and solder. So solder, monosilicon, plastic. Let's start. We need solder. With solder, here we have solder. We need monosilicon. We need plastic. We need bunch of wires. We need tin, I believe, silver and gold, right? Let's double check. We need tin, silver and gold wire. We are producing carbon on site. We have this one. We need processing substrate, advanced circuits and titanium plates. So let's do this. Advanced circuits, we need substrates, we need titanium plates, which we can actually request. I kind of want to request them here. Let's request titanium plates, tin, silver, gold. You know the problem? The problem is that I think we'll need to be requesting only like 100 of stacks of each of this type. And another thing we'll need sulfuric acid, and for that we will be requesting sulfur, which we have lots of. That is what this is. 10 materials. I think that kind of matches. Let's request 100 stacks of this, 100 stacks, 100 stacks. Where are the chains? Okay, the chains are coming. That's good. We're requesting a lot of things here now. Will be eaten through the resources. We'll turn it off at some point in order for it not to get like too much titanium and copper wire, because the thing is we don't actually need a lot here. Alright, this is titanium and advanced circuits. Okay, advanced circuits. That's this line. Now, we also need... so there is kind of a problem that we do not Seems like we don't have enough power poles. Okay. That's very easy to fix. So I'm not really worried about this one. Okay. We are fixing it, and we can also connect it to the power. Right, that's one thing that we need. Another thing that we need here to get solder and processing substrate. So let's request those. Here we want to have solder. What is our solder? Solder. And we want to have processing substrate. Here. This one. Processing substrate. Okay. Got it. Let's copy this. Solder. Processing substrate. Nice. Next thing that we want to get this one. And this one is used only for this tin copper wire and carbon. So we'll be getting this substrate, we'll be getting tin copper wire. This one. No, this one. Oh. It's the fifth one, I believe, right? Yep. So this is tin copper wire. And carbon, we'll get some carbon from this side. So that's fine. That is not really an issue. We'll have some carbon delivered from here. And we can actually start reducing it, to be honest. Because why not, right? Since we need carbon, might as well start producing it. Is this the fixed version of the build? Yes, it's the fixed one. Nice. Next, we need this one, and we are using this belt for plastic, I believe. For plastic and silver wire. Okay, let's do this. Plastic. Or maybe let's start with silver wire. And here we'll have plastic. Plastic, silver wire. Very interesting. And here we need monosilicon and gold wire. I think we're missing something. Monosilicon. What is monosilicon? It's here. Monosilicon and gold wire. What? This one. I feel that we have a problem, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, because we need only half of this. This one. Okay, let's copy these things, place them here. 3, right? Let's copy this 3, place them here, and let's copy this 3 and place them here. And we don't need this part. Okay, let's reset all of this. Nice. Now, it's kind of getting a little bit tricky. So do what we need to do. Let's try and figure out how we'll have these connections done. So let's say we are combining this two. Actually, we don't want to combine this two. We want to combine this two, right? And this one, we will want to combine it with this one. Come here, it will get combined like this. Kinda. Well, not really, right? Let's maybe have line of belt here. Let's figure out how to implement these connections. So we'll have I want to find an underground belt. Here we have it. So we have underground belt going here, and we have one going here. This one will be combined like this. This one will just go here directly, and it will get combined with this one. And then they will go there. Now, this part. I guess it will just go here, like this. This one. I'm confused. So, this belt, okay, one belt, two, third one that has silver wire, right? This one with silver wire. It's not supposed to be combined with anything. Wait, no, that's supposed to be copper wire. Third one is supposed to be copper wire, which means fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. This one is going alone. We are not combining it with anything. The next two, silver and plastic, we are combining. We are combining it. And the last one that has monosilicon and gilded copper wire, it's also supposed to be combined. Half and half. Looking good so far. We are missing some plastic. Did you request plastic? We don't even have plastic. It's like in progress thing. Very surprising. Very surprising. Okay, whatever. I was kind of expecting that we have enough plastic, but we are short on it. Okay, that is... I mean, it's not really okay, especially because we are not producing any plastic. Why is that? What is the problem? I want to go and fix plastic. I feel it's important. For some reason the plastic stopped working. Right. Of course it stopped working. Makes total sense. It makes total sense that this happened, but it's not really a huge issue, because what we can do, we can say that if for some reason this thing, like let's say neighboring one, contains too much, how can we flare ECHL gas? ECHL gas. And we are flaring it like this using chemical voids. Okay, it's fine. Let's just say that we'll be looking at the amount, and if we have a lot of it, we will have a flare here. It's probably not gonna be flaring it fast enough, but you know, it's gonna be enough for us, what we want to do. Right, let's get back to this base. Now that we have plastic actually being produced, let's get here. This part should work at some point in the future. Should I connect them now, or should we wait a bit? We're also missing wire, gold wire, and I'm a bit surprised why that is the case, because I'd expect it to be available. Oh, we have very high limits. on the provider station. This explains it. So let's say we limit it by 10 stacks. Wait, that's not what we wanted. We wanted this one, yeah. Okay, so we're getting both of this. I'm actually a little bit... I'm not sure about this. This is 2000, right? And we have a limit of 1000. How about we increase it to like 5000 or something? And this one... Okay, this is 50,000, that's enough. And what is the problem here? The problem is that we are not requesting stuff. Okay, let's resume this. Let's start requesting. Like, it is time. It is time for this build to work. Actually, right, with this change, I want to switch it to like its proper setup, 50,000 for everything. That's how we are doing stuff. Let's see, so we will be getting the gold wires really soon. Let's try to set up something similar for this one. Right, this is one belt that will go here. Then we'll have another belt going here. Third belt will be just a regular belt, copper wire. It's actually copper wire. Is it supposed to be copper wire? Let's check. Yes, it's supposed to be copper wire. This is a regular belt. It's just going like this. Fourth belt will be... Let's move it a little bit here. There will still be connection. Okay, nice. Fourth belt will be combined one, half plus half. Except we cannot really do it like this. So we will do it differently. Right, we'll do it like this, and we want to have on the ground belts here. This is plastic. And the last one will come from here, and it will go there. And we'll take this too. See? Right. That's basically the plan. Let's connect all of this, because I think it's time. We can actually do this now. We can connect the inputs. And we're missing only one tiny part. We're missing a tiny thing. Well, first of all, the connections. I feel it's kind of obvious, right? That all of this needs to be connected. How do we do that? Okay. We are connecting things here. Connecting things here. And wait, like this. Right? So we connected everything except carbon. And connecting carbon is actually very straightforward. We are just taking a splitter. We need a splitter. Where is our splitter? Here's our splitter. We need to split things kind of here, I'd say. We'll take underground belt. We'll go as far as we can. Like this. And that's it. So we have carbon delivered from this side, here and here. So it's basically just gonna work. This thing is gonna work, and it's gonna produce a lot of blue chips, except for the sulfur, right? Because we're actually missing a little bit of sulfur. How can we fix this problem? It's very easy. We just connect these things together, and we'll have sulfur production right here. We need to produce 18 of sulfur. That means that we need one chemical plant, and we need to feed it some water. And it's like 1 to 1. 1 to 1 to 1. It's like very straightforward build. Let's do this. So we have, and we just need to fit it somewhere. So we have this thing. We require purified water, and we also need to get, how should we do it? Let's place it here. It doesn't really matter where specifically we place things. We can place it here. We can have could actually place it a little bit closer, maybe. Okay, how about what if we do it here? Okay, this is looking pretty good. We have a connection. We need purlin pump. Oh no, wait, it's a bit tricky because this thing requires oxygen. I forgot about it. And we need more than one. Okay. And for oxygen, we'll be using this process. That means we need 3 to 2. Okay, you know what? Let's maybe move it a little bit up, like here, maybe. Have a little bit more space for the oxygen production. So we'll have oxygen production 3 to 2. We will flare excess of nitrogen, and 1 flare stack will be enough for this. So we'll be flaring nitrogen right here, and we'll be delivering oxygen. Wait. No. That's how it's supposed to look. And another thing that we need 2 of these things placed somewhere here. How should we do it? 1. Okay, how about like this? 1, 2. Okay, let's see. Let's say we are placing things here and maybe here. All right. No, this is looking really strange. Okay, this is better. I feel like this is significantly better, and we can actually connect it like this. By the connection, we will be feeding them some sulfur, and the sulfur will come from here, right? Where else can it come from? That's basically the only option that sulfur has. And we'll just deliver it like this. So we have sulfur, we have almost all of these things placed already, built. Now just a matter of waiting a little bit for the robots to connect everything. And with that, I believe wait, we are missing plastic. Right, we basically need a little bit of plastic, but that is okay. That is okay. We'll get plastic at some point, and with plastic, we will get the first blue chips, and with first blue chips, we will be fixing these 2 city blocks. That's the first thing that we'll do. We'll fix this sorting process for it to actually work like without generating so much extra thingies. Okay, the robot is coming. We can set a filter here. And that, I believe, is it. With that, I believe we built... We are making blue chips. Well, we didn't actually have even first blue chip produced yet, but it will happen, it will happen. We know that it will happen. Would be awesome to have 50,000 blue chips. I'm not sure whether it will ever happen. And until that is actually a thing, let's say we will be exporting them even if you have one stack. Like one stack of blue chips will already be sent in the chain, because that's already huge, right? But this thing will just chew through all the resources that it can. What is plastic? Do we have plastic delivery? No, I don't. Is it actually being produced? Yes, we are producing plastic. That is good, but we are really short on it. What is plastic? Here it is. We are really short on plastic. Let's double check that everything is working correctly. So this thing is working somehow. This is looking good. Everything's looking good. We are producing... We're actually producing a lot of processing substrates. Like, lots of them. This thing is missing plastic. Oh, what else is missing plastic? Let's take a look. So stations provided requested. Let's see. Plastic. Red circuits want plastic. And blue circuits want plastic. And red circuits have higher priority than blue circuits. Maybe I should change it temporarily. Let's say we want this thing to have priority 17. I mean, normally it's supposed to be 7, slightly lower than priority of red circuits. It's supposed to be 7. But for now, let's say it's 17. Let's say we really want to get plastic. And actually, let me maybe force some plastic delivery. Oh, we have already plastic, and it's going to red circuits. Oh no. No. That is pretty sad. So we have 5,000. We have 5,000 of plastic. Let's say we are fine with 50. Wait, 50 stacks is what? Is it 1,000? No. 50 times 200, it's 10,000, right? Let's say we are fine with 25 stacks. And this should create a delivery to to blue chips. Let's double check. So this is red. And it's... Okay, we have it going in the right direction. Let's get it back to 150. So with that we should have a little bit of plastic. Is the flash stack working? Okay, it's not working, but it's actually kind of good that it's not working, because we have only like half the tank of residual gas. Let's go here, and while we're waiting for plastic, let's maybe fix some lighting issues. Okay, 1, 2. Here, how do we do it? I want to just place the lamp here. I think this is a pretty good spot for the lamp. And that's probably enough for now, right? Or not? Is this enough? We are getting some plastic. Let's see. Is the build, like, does the build work or not? Oh, look at this. We are producing blue chips. These are the first blue chips that we ever produced in this game. And you see them. Here they are. Like this is the first one. Come, and it went to the right. Took right turn on the splitter. And look at this, we have blue chips. That's great. The first thing, the very first thing that we'll build using the blue chips, these blue chips, will be the sorting facility. Do we have it already? I don't expect us to have it actually, but I kind of want to make sure. No, wait, we do. We have one here. And we are requesting also stuff here. I don't want to request stuff here because we are not interested in crystallizers as much as we are interested in the sorting facilities. And we're also missing titanium gear wheels. That is interesting. What are they? Titanium? Oh wait, we don't have them? Yep, we definitely need titanium processing. We need the stuff. I was also actually thinking about rotating these processes so that they can stacked more vertically instead of horizontally. But the question is, do we need that? Do we have... Right, we have cobblestone bearing as well. So maybe I should rework this part. You know what, let's do it. While we are waiting for the stuff, like for some stuff to happen, let's just do this. Okay, I'm deleting all of that. We don't really need more gear wheel production. I mean, we probably won't, but it should be fine. It should be solved by like maybe having a bit more of the gears here. I have a feeling we are short on power. What? Okay, so we do have power, it's just this particular part of the base is a little bit short on it. That's fine. So we have larger... Let's have larger stack sizes for the gear wheels. Okay, let's say here we're interested in 2 stacks. Here we're interested in 2 stacks. Here we're interested in 2 stacks as well. Yeah, we want 2 stacks. And here we'll have the titanium. Right. The thing, this part, how do we want it to look? We want, first of all, we want this part to have power pole. Let's figure this out. Maybe actually I will remove this just for this build. Okay, let's see. This one will be still... No, not this one. This one will be steel bearing. Yeah, got it. So here we want to build steel bearing balls. And here we'll be making steel bearings. Here we'll have cobalt one, cobalt balls, and cobalt steel bearings. How do we... How should we make this? Like, how should this process work? Let's see. Let's say we'll have things being placed right here. And we do not want to have like a direct output. Like, we don't want to output the stuff anywhere. We just want it to be kind of delivered as quickly as possible here. And we want to have a condition in here. Here the condition should be amount of steel bearings less than It's less than 100. Here we will be looking at this bearings. Here will request a lot of stuff. Okay, good. And we'll need some output. And the output should be pretty much unlimited. Well, limited by 1 stack. 1 stack should be enough. But we don't have trains. No trains found in depot. What? What's going on? Oh, no trains found in depots. Not the transport items found in depots. Let's check. We don't have any alerts. That's good. And yeah, we are kinda a little bit short on trains. That's okay. That's okay. So we have the titanium processing. That means that we can actually kind of copy this thing, this part of the build. We can copy it. Don't we want to have... Okay, we don't have the same thing for brass. We have it for like some other stuff. That's okay. This thing goes here. This one goes here. We are requesting lots of things. Okay, looking good. Also requesting lots of them. Here we want titanium bearing. We want titanium bearing ball. Okay, that is a bit unexpected. That's actually unexpected. I didn't expect titanium to require lubricant. We don't need too many of this. Right, let's leave it like this. We need to figure out something with this. Right, we need a Berlin pump, it seems. Let's get a Berlin pump. Where is Berlin pump? It's here. So let's say instead of like a regular line, we'll have a Berlin pump here, and it will be Berlin lubricant, right? Lubricant, we want to empty it. We will need to have some requester chest, we'll have to have some provider chest. Will obviously be like requesting providing things. Okay. Do we have lubricant in the network? Lubricant. We do not have it, but we do have it here, I believe. Right? This is the lubricant. So what we can do, we cannot provide it here, but we can. Okay, let's do this. Let's say we are moving this a little bit to the side. This will be placing here. We'll have lubricant delivered here, and we'll have a Berlin pump that is taking it here, and it will be providing them and requesting something. And specifically, it will be requesting the empty barrels, right? We want lubricant. Lubricant. We want to fill lubricant barrels. So this thing will be requesting barrels. Okay, let's just request one, like 10, should be fine. And we'll be providing 1 stack of them. This should be enough. lubricant to power this part. This one, passive provider. It's not a provider. It's not supposed to be a passive provider. It's supposed to be like active provider, right? We want to get rid of these barrels as quickly as we can. And we want to request some here, but we actually want to request not a lot. 10 will be probably enough. Alright, titanium processing is done. We have cables. We have... what do we need here? We need titanium stuff here, and we need it here as well. We are producing things if the number of titanium balls is less than 100. Number of these balls less. Yep. So this is looking correct to me. Okay, and we have some bearings. Let's see. Look at this. We got first our sorting facilities. This is honestly great news. This is huge. This is really, really good. And we have some circuits remaining, so we could actually say that, okay, you know what, let's get 10 circuits here. And let's not request too many, because a little bit short on circuits. Let's request a little bit. And with that, we have our sorting facility 4. That should allow us to upgrade these 2 blocks. We did it. We achieved our goal. Yeah, like this part ended up being a bit broken, but that's okay. We can place some things here. I don't know. We can figure out what to do there. But I really like this design with like vertical alignment of these things better, because then we can have like one column for each metal, pretty much. Let's take a look how our blue chips are doing. And everything is stuck on plastic. That was expected, right? It was basically expected that we will be shot on plastic. We're also chewing through gold, which means that, yeah, we really need to fix gold production and titanium production. And once those are fixed, it will be really, really, things will be great. Let me move here so that we are ready to upgrade these builds. This sorting block and this sorting block. And actually, why don't I do it now? Let's cancel that thing. Let's upgrade it now. 1, 2. Well, at least we will ask robots to replace them, and at some point they will actually be able to do that. At some point, right? Because they kind of need to go through some blue chips to achieve that. Yeah, you see, it's already happening. Okay, let's stop the episode here. Thanks everyone for watching. We did a huge thing today. We got blue circuits, processing units, or whatever they're called. They're called processing units, right? Okay. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Cheers!